up, YouTube? I know I don't be posting like how I normally used to, but man, I'm back. I'm here. You know, life be. I don't even know if I would take YouTube serious. I feel like I am a good talker, and you know, I know I'd be chill and calm on here, but people be saying I have a fun personality. I feel like if I wanted to, though, I could go. I feel like I could blow off of YouTube, but I don't know. Like I know, like, cause my thing is money. Like I'm 20 right now, and this goes into what we're gonna talk about, but like. My main goal right now is money, but like, and I'm really starting to see this. Sometimes, like, when you do stuff just for money, it's like, I don't know, it don't always work out. But it's like in some situations, you do have to do stuff just for the money. So that's what we're gonna talk about. So all year, I've been getting fired from jobs. Now I already told you about how I got fired from Planet Fitness, but that was when I was 19. So 20 starts. And I think I worked 3 or 4 jobs this year. So the first job was this job called Chipotle. I hated that job. Like, I already put some of my story times down here, but that job was just like the money was cool, like for, you know, if you're a teenager, but it wasn't worth what you were going through. Like, I feel like if you work at a job like Chipotle, they should at least be paying you like, I'll say $25 an hour, because like it's real stressful, and it's like they really don't want you to be on break until you get on break. And then it's like, I don't know, it's because of the city I live in, but you just go through a lot of stuff. Like, I remember I used to say when I was there, but I used to hate that job. Like, the only reason why I worked it so much, but it was one point in that time where I was working 55 to 45 hours, and I wasn't even a manager. I was a team member, but they didn't really have people, cause you know, like Chipotle. And here's the thing, and this is when you know a job is hard or a job is strict, when people don't stay there long. So the thing with Chipotle was like the staff, it was never really consistent. Like, it was like people didn't stay long, you know, because like, I don't know, like, to be in fast food, you really gotta have a strong personality. In fact, when I first started working at Chipotle, I was about to get fired that first week, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I was 18, I was young, I was, you know, on the spiritual wave, so I wasn't really trying to work a job. But now that I'm older, I realize sometimes, like, and this like, let's just talk about this real quick, because I don't know, like, when you're on a certain path, I'm not saying I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, but like, I guess since I resonate with stuff like that, I worked for some entrepreneurs, and I worked with people who just don't work a job. And even entrepreneurs who make a lot of money, they say it's still stressful. They say it takes up time, and they say it's a lot that comes with it too. But it's worth it because it's something that they like doing. So, you know, it's like, there's no easy, like, that's one thing I'm learning too. It's no easy way out. Like, it's no easy way. Like, one of the main reasons why I wanted to be entrepreneur, because entrepreneurs do make a lot of money, but it's like, it's stressful too. They say it's a lot, you know. In fact, I'm gonna tell y'all this one story, and then I'm gonna just talk straight about jobs. But I remember it was this one woman that I used to see that worked at events, and I saw her running an entrepreneur thing, and then I texted her like a month or 2 months later, and, you know, just regular talk, and I asked her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I work a job now." And I was like, "Dang, you work a job?" And she was like, "Yeah, being an entrepreneur is stressful." So, and then I met this other entrepreneur, so it's like, I don't know, like, having a job definitely isn't it, but it's just like, I don't know, I feel like no matter, like, when it comes to making your money, you should be doing something that you like, because I'm starting to think either way it's going to be stressful, especially if you're just starting out. So I'm working at Chipotle. So yeah, I almost got fired that first week. My coworkers really didn't like me because I was like the slow employee. Everybody thought I was like the slow employee. So I ended up getting put on dishes. Then a lot of people got fired. So I was kind of going into me being like more on the line. So then everybody got fired. I got back to like cashier / line, working, mainly as cashier. So I was stacking. So then problems were starting to happen at Chipotle. The manager, he bumped my hours down. So I was like, F it. Even though it was only 1 week, but being young. So he bumped my hours down to 1 week. I was like, F it. I'm not dealing with this. And I wanted to leave Chipotle anyway, so I found this job, that's where Planet Fitness came in. The manager was janky as hell. She got me fired. I told her how much money was in my bank account. That was being young. Basically, I worked at Chipotle stressed out as hell. I knew I didn't want to do that for too long. So this girl ended up putting me on to this one job, but she's the reason why I got fired from Chipotle. But that's coming up, so I'm working this job, and this is special ed, working with kids with autism. But me, I didn't know it was working with kids with autism because I wasn't paying attention in the classes because, I had a nighttime job and I just got out of school. So, at school, you're so used to going to sleep at like 10, just going to sleep really early. And, I like, even when I was a kid, I always liked to stay up till 2, 3 a.m. So when I had this nighttime job, I was doing, and it makes the day go by faster. Yeah. One thing is, I don't like life. I don't like life. Like, I want my life to go boom, boom, boom. I don't like Earth. I don't like it here. I don't like it here. It's like, no, I really don't like it here though. So I was going to sleep later. I hope nobody y'all knows Caesars, cause dang, but life be hard, man. I don't wanna, I know I keep getting off task, but I hope I'm not one of those people that's meant to live till like they're in their 70s or 80s, cause I can't do it, man. I don't like it here. Yeah, I don't like it here. But anyway, yeah, so time was going by, and then I think this was when I was coming out of depression. I don't know. Basically, I was going to sleep later. So I was going to sleep 3 or 4. The training classes was like 8 a.m. So basically, I was tired, so I wasn't really paying attention. Basically, ended up being special ed. I worked at the first school. I was working both of those jobs. I didn't like it, of course, because it was special ed kids. Special ed kids are, I might talk about that in another video, if I feel called to, or if I feel like we can use. But yeah, special ed kids. That's like a whole nother. And then the messed up thing about it is you don't even get paid. Like, and it's crazy because with the jobs, it's like it's more money than it was in the past, but it's not worth what comes with it. It's where they get you at. That's why, if you're in school watching this, figure out what you want to do. But anyway, so I'm working Chipotle, I'm working Aviana. So basically, it's one day coming to Chipotle, and I'm already tired. Like, I already don't feel like doing it. I was trying to tell the manager, like, yeah, can I get less hours? So that week, the manager puts me on for like 30 hours, and I'm already working 30 hours at the other job. And some people do work 60 hours, 65 hours, but you gotta be a strong person. Now, I already did tell y'all I was working 54, 55 hours a week just off of Chipotle one time, but I got sick. I got sick doing that. So yeah, like the money is cool, but it's draining working a lot of hours. And sometimes, and that wasn't an every week thing. Some weeks when Chipotle was short staffed, it would be just 45, just 49. Sometimes it's just 39. Well, nah, it was never 39. It was always more than 39. It would be just 40, just 42. So, like doing that all the time, it's not, I don't like that. But yeah, she knew. So she put me on for 30 hours. I called out one day. No, I did a no call, no show because I was already mad because they kept sending me home on the weekends. And it was only me that got sent home early. And the manager said it was because, like, I need the others more than you. But she had this guy who was her. And me and the manager was cool. Like, we still, like, that was the only manager I really rocked with. But it was just weird because she had this boyfriend. And he didn't do nothing. Like, he was cool. Like, I used to talk to him, but I'm sorry. Like, if you ever see this video, like, you're cool. Like, we had our moments, but he was lazy. Like, he was, like, their relationship, like, and I'm not trying to put them on blast because I was cool with both of them. Like, me and the manager, we used to talk. Like, we was, like, the only people that was really cool. And I used to tell her this to her face. Like, I used to tell her, like, yeah, you could do better or you don't have to deal with it because sometimes, like, people can be cool or people, like, two people can be good people, but that doesn't mean they're always meant for each other. Or sometimes, like, it's best to just leave somebody alone because the vibe that I got from their relationship was kind of like, those black women, I'm gonna go the long way. But those black women who, like, what's that movie? What's the movie? I'm trying to think of it. The movie, the Fantasia movie. I don't know if y'all know, but it was this one scene. Basically, those black women who get into the relationships with the guys, the black guys, but the black guys are kind of like, I don't want to say bums, but, and sometimes I know life happens, and sometimes I know, like, things happen. So, sometimes, but it's like, it's a difference. But those movies where, like, the black woman ends up taking care of the black man, or the black guy ends up being dependent on the woman, and he can't really hold her on. He can't really hold her own, and he's just living off of her, and he's not really trying to better his life or do anything with his life. That's the vibe I got from their relationship. Hopefully he is doing something. Hopefully he got that ambition now, but back when I knew him, he really didn't have that ambition. And he used to, like, complain about having to do the work, but we all had it hard. So anyway, yeah, so that was weird to me, because why didn't you just send him home? But that was her boyfriend, so of course. And then he did there was people who did a no call, no show. Nothing happened to them, but I did one no call, no show, and it was like, everybody was tripping. So that was one thing. And then the second week I came, and basically it was this one girl I used to be cool with. She was janky, and basically she was stressing me out so much that at the end of the night I thought my mom pulled off, because my mom, she was the one that picked me up from work and took me home, because if I didn't have her, I would either be calling an Uber or taking a bus, and buses run slow as hell, especially at night. And yeah, and since I only eat once a day, I just wasn't trying to take the bus home. So the girl was stressing me out so much. So at the end of the night, I thought my mom pulled off. Couldn't take it anymore. I took my shirt off. And they said that I got fired off of the no call, no show and me taking my shirt off. So summertime comes. I shake that off. I'm like, okay. So I still got the Aviana job, but the summer's about to come, so that's about to slow down. I mean, that's just about to stop. So I was like, I do want something for the summer, because I am still trying to stack my money, and I don't want to be bored in the house. So I found this vegan job, and it seemed cool. The customers were cool. So I was like, okay, let me just work here. And it was no interview or anything. I was getting like 16 to 20 hours a week, but my expenses were low. So, that's just cool. Like I think still saving money, but like the free food was cool, but it was a lot of cleaning. And it's like, I don't know what it was, but it's like every week there was something new added to the list to clean. So of course, and bro, I tell you, like I'm busting myself. I'm cleaning, or I'm just doing something like the whole time, and we were mopping, we're taking out the trash, and then he was like, things are still dirty, or the dishes aren't cleaned all the way, or the brown, like there's still dirt at some of the places I mopped, or the floor wasn't mopped all the way. Just stuff like that. And then he said that even though I wasn't late like that, but he said that I was like 5 to 10 minutes late sometimes. A lot of the times, but I wasn't. Cause I remember, cause I was coming early to get free food. So, but the day I came and he wanted to have that talk, it was a day that we was about to go home early, but my shift started at 5. And this just goes to show, like, that's why I know, like, I be knowing, man, these jobs don't give a. But anyway, where was I? So yeah, I came like 24 minutes late because the shift don't start till 5. So that's like, that's only like part of my day. So, I still wanted to go out, get something maybe, and then come to the job. But I'm running off of buses, and the buses run, I don't know, the bus is running kind of slow. I didn't even mean to come that late, but the bus is running slow. It was raining that day. So then he was like, I should have known he was going to fire me, because when I came in, he was like, yeah, this isn't working out. And this is just so messed up, because he was like, yeah, you need to do better. And he gave me a whole rundown of like the things I needed to do and what he was going to do in the future. And the next week I come, I'm like, hey, you didn't text me your schedule. And he was like, you're not on the schedule this week. But I'll text you if you're on the schedule next week. So, of course, next week comes after that. And I text him, I'm like, hey, what days do I work this week? And then, get this, before he fired me, that day we had the talk, so I was like, next week. And he was like, yeah, next week, like in the future, y'all are going to have a manager. So he wasn't making it seem like he was going to fire me. So, that's the thing. And, like, the thing that doesn't make sense to me is like, why have that long talk with me if you was just going to fire me? You could have just been like, hey, nice meeting you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I don't like. Like, instead of just getting straight to the point, instead of just, like, you know what I mean? Like, just making me think that I had a chance of, like, working with you when that's not what it was. So that's another thing. I think this video is kind of getting long, so I think I'll just make a part 2. See how this video does, and if it does good, I'll just make a part 2.